Everyone talks about what you should do to become a profitable trader. But how come no one is talking about what you should stop doing or the things you should avoid in order to become a profitable trader? The truth is, for you to become consistently profitable in this space, you must cut out some certain things. I mean, some bad habits, bad traits. And as soon as you cut off some certain bad habits, that your trading career or your trading journey will start improving. In this video, I want to talk about few things that you should stop doing or you should cut out as a trader in order to stay consistently profitable. Stay with me to the end of this video because by the end of this video, I'm going to give you a pro tips that will help you a lot. Hello people, welcome back to Finspoke channel where we decode trading, money and mindset for everyday people. If you are serious about becoming consistently profitable in this industry, then you are the right place. Today I'm going to share with you 6 bad habits that you need to cut out. You need to say goodbye to these habits if you really want to be profitable and stay consistently profitable in this industry. And by the end of it, I'll give you a pro tip that will help you, even if you are struggling to come out of that struggle. Let's dive in. Number 1, cut off that habit of being overwhelmed or what you will potentially make in a particular trade. Focus your energy on executing the process, not the profit. Profit is a result of doing something right consistently. That is what generates the profit. Before now, what I normally do is that was when I get into the space newly anyway. When I want to enter a trade, I have done my analysis. The next thing is to pick my calculator and start calculating. If this trade goes this way, I will make those amount of money and all that. Now, what this does to your psychology is this: it makes you to focus more on the positive side, neglecting the negative side. And when once this is done, sometimes you ignore your stop loss. You ignore what if this thing goes against you. You won't be prepared psychologically. Your mind, your brain, your psychology, your emotions won't be prepared to absorb the shock, assuming the trade goes the other way. So you just prepare for the good. And at the end of the day, if there are any mistakes or loophole, before you identify it, you already lose the trade. So what this was doing to me is when I lose the trade, because I'm not really prepared to lose the trade, it will put me in a difficult situation. In fact, I keep getting frustrated and frustrated and frustrated. And the more frustrated I get, the more money I lose. I have to sit myself down to look at the issue, talk to my mentor back then, and come to realization that this is actually a bad habit. That my preparation emotionally and psychology is one-sided. That is why I am always finding myself in a difficult situation whenever I lose a trade, and I have to cut that habit off. One thing about cutting off a habit is when you cut it off, you discover that your life, your journey in that aspect will start improving. Cut that habit off. It will help you. Number 2, cut off that habit of hopping from one strategy to another strategy. A lot of traders find edge and the strategy that work 1 week, 2 weeks, or even 3 weeks. When it doesn't work again, they go on to look for a fresh or a new strategy. I quite agree that as a trader, you need to have an in-depth knowledge of multiple strategies that works in certain market conditions. Yes. But then what I'm trying to say here is this. If you have a strategy and that strategy suddenly stopped working, I think your first job as a trader is to find out why did it stop working. Is there something that I am not doing well or something that I am doing wrong? Does the market shifted direction? Was there mismatch? What is the reason why this thing suddenly stopped working? These are the questions you should ask yourself first. Try to resolve these questions before you jump or go ahead to get another strategy. If you do not sit down to ask yourself these questions to find out why this strategy stopped working or what made it to stop working. You say to yourself, sometimes I'm going to find a new strategy, and that strategy is going to be one in a million, is the one that is going to make me to be profitable. The truth is this: what happened to the one that stopped will equally repeat itself. Whether you find 10, 20, 30, or 100 strategies, the story will always be the same. If you do not sit down to test the strategy that you found, know what the reason why it stopped working, find out what actually happened, the effect on you is that you keep losing money, not because the strategy is not working, but because you fail to do what you are supposed to do as a trader. You fail to backtest the strategy. You fail to find out why it stopped working. You fail to give the strategy time for it to prove itself, and equally fail to give yourself time to understand how the strategy works and how it reacts to some certain market conditions. You, as a trader, if you want to stay profitable and consistently profitable, you need to cut off this habit. So before you move to from one strategy to another, make sure you give that strategy time. You master that strategy and you build confidence so that when you see a market condition that the strategy fits in, you'll be able to execute it with confidence. Bad habit number 3 that you need to cut off. Cut off that habit of always trying to catch the exact top and the exact bottom. Before you come after me, let me explain what I mean. What I'm trying to say is this: you come to the market, you take as much as you can per time and get out. You don't have to take the whole move. As long as you can take a piece and keep improving to make it bigger and bigger, you are good. Yes, you don't have to wait for you to take the whole move and that makes you a profitable trader. No, I have been in a situation where I get a good trade and I already hit my target for the day. I said to myself, I think in that trade, I not even target for the day. I think I hit target for the week. But I said to myself, if I could hold this trade more, I can double what I have already made out of excitement. I didn't even think of maybe this thing could actually reverse and even take the profit that I gain and take money from me. I didn't think of it. I was much more interested to see how I can ride that trade from that demand zone to down the supply zone. I was eager. I was interested. I didn't consider the risk. Before I could say Jack, the I think I didn't even remember there was news that day. Before I could say Jack, the trade reversed with speed and almost pushed me back to the break-even point. It was so frustrating. It was so heartbreaking. But I learned this lesson that day. I don't need to pick all the moves. I just need to get as much as I can, cut the one I could for that period, and get out of the trade. And I am also telling you, if you are having this bad habit, cut it off so that you will not just stay profitable, your profit will also be preserved. It is something that has happened to me. If I not just once, not twice. At some point, I have to learn my lesson in a hard way. And that is why I am sharing the experience. It's a very bad habit. When you hit your target, get out of the market. If you don't hit your target, but you are able to catch some moves, just try and stay consistent. That is rinse and repeat. Consistency is what builds up that profit. Secondly, that catching of that move, that whole move, isn't in your game plan. Remember, when we say that a profitable trader is a disciplined trader, so it isn't in your game plan in the first place. So don't just scatter the game plan or don't work against your game plan so that you'll be able to preserve your profit. A lot of traders' problem is preserving their profit. Learn from this. This is market, and anything can happen. Mistake number 4, avoid YOLO trades. You understand what I mean? It's a very high risk trade where you want to invest large portion of your capital in a single trade with the intention of, I want to make quick bucks, I want to make huge profit. It's a very high risk trade. I understand that we all are here to make money. Yes, but we are not here to take some stupid trade and go out of control by putting an extreme amount of risk. That is not why we are here. We are not here to gain today and lose tomorrow. I understand that we are here to make money, but we are not here to take some stupid trade and go out of control by putting an extreme amount of risk. Mm-mm. That's not the reason why we are here. When you try to hit the home run, you are entering into the territory of putting in more risk. Now, this is what I'm trying to explain. You want to make $20,000. You know that you are not going to be risking $2. It is not a journey where you are going to be risking $2, $10, even $20 or even $100. In this situation, because it's money that you want to make once. So you are actually going to part with a greater part of your capital. And when you are doing this, you are increasing or enlarging your risk. Now, you didn't consider, what if this goes the other way? You are not the market maker. So if it goes the other way, it will actually chop a very large chunk of your capital. And that's a sign of depression, frustration in disguise. So you cut off that habit. It will help you stay consistently profit and protect your profit. Remember, the goal is to make money, but you need to compound that money over time. Number 5, avoid setting strict trading profit goal for yourself. This is something almost every trader does, including myself that is sharing my experience with you. I did it a lot. I will say, I'm going to make so and so amount of money every month, every year, every week. Now, let me say this, setting a goal is not bad. But what about the market? The market is not certain. Yes, there are a lot of uncertainties in the market. So when you set a strict or tight profit goal, trading profit goal for yourself, it tends to put you into pressure. I have not met my goal. I have not hit my target. It sends a signal to you, sometimes that frustrates you, sometimes that won't let you make an informed trading decisions that will be to your own advantage. Cut off that habit. Set a goal, a smart goal, but let that goal not pressure you. What I am saying is this: having profit goal is okay, is beautiful, but in trading industry, in this space, it's some kind of difficult because the market doesn't always present opportunities as we planned. But these opportunities, they are not consistent. From my own personal experience, there are days you come, you meet a lot of opportunities, good opportunities, you trade as much as you can. There are days you come, everywhere is dry, the market is not moving, the thing is consolidating, the market is dead, the market is flat, it's not moving, there's no movement, there's no opportunity or lots of opportunities that you can choose from. Mentally, you get tired to put on trades, put on signs to hit your goal. That is what leads to taking a lot of bad trades that hits you badly. Sometimes you discover that because of this, you are over trading, oversizing, opening a lot of positions, increasing your lot sizes. And all. So stop putting pressure on yourself by setting that strict goal. Cut it off. My recommendation on this is you can have goals such as I want to refine my edge. I want to get better at entries. I want to get better at my exit. I want to increase my size. I want to add another strategy to my playbook. Make it your focus. Once you are mastering, you master all these things. Make it your focus and your goals, not money related. Money related will come to you when you have these right goals in place. When you are consistent, it will accumulate. Number 6, avoid blindly following alerts. Stop following alerts blindly. I mean, follow on Telegram, Discord, and all. I don't have any problem with any of this. Don't get me wrong. My problem is that when new traders come on board, they look at someone doing that particular thing, or the person buying, or the person is selling, whatever case is. And they tend to copy without understanding the move. That is what I mean by following blindly. They risk and all. All I am saying is here is learn. Take time and learn the process. Learn how the person is actually taking the trade. Learn how to execute it. What is the process behind the trade? When the person says sell, what is the reason behind it? How is he? What is he executing it? When he said buy, learn the process. It's only when you learn the process that you understand some little indices. Sometimes they give you sell at market price, current market price, set limit order, set your stop loss here, set your take profit here. They don't ask you how much is your capital, what is your capital base. You don't even know what is the person's capital, plus minus. Stop copying blindly. Learn. Knowledge in this space is key. Don't do anything on assumption. Don't do anything blindly. It is good to join communities, but it is also good for you to have your own personal knowledge. Every day the market teach us as individual, not as a group. Teach us as an individual, not as a family. So you need to learn the rationale behind these things. That's all I am saying. So avoid these mistakes, or if you have been making them, cut them off. It will not just make you to stay profitable, to be profitable. It will make you to be consistent. Consistency is key in this industry. Don't be the one that you make profit today, the next minute you lose it, the next hour you make another one, the next one you lose it. In fact, you lose it and lose your capital. Cut off these habits. My bonus tip for you: the market is your best friend. So long as this space is concerned, the market is your best friend. It is your best tool. If you are not trading, try and open your chart. Spend time and look at the moves. Look at your journals. Try to gain experience in this on daily basis. By so doing, you formulate your own strategy. You refine the ones that you are using, and they will work best for you. If you keep doing this, you will keep gaining experience. And when you keep testing those your experience, you keep becoming better and better. Sometimes you come to the market, you just look at the market and you say this, you'll be able to predict, and at the end of the day, you are correct. This thing is not magic, it's what we learn over time. So I am saying, drop these 6 habits that I mentioned, then spend time in the market. If you understand what you are doing, you will understand that for you to make money in this industry, it's just you learning it, rinse, and repeat. That is it. Whatever the market is doing today, it has done it previously. Every move tells you something. There are a lot of things I have learned in the market that I didn't see in any book. None of my mentors taught me that one. If you know that you gain value in this, subscribe to this channel. Share this video with like-minded people, people who wants to know the truth about trading.